Hello friends, I am Kanika and welcome to my YouTube channel Online Khan Market. So today we will discuss about what is the difference between IAS and PCS officer. So firstly, we will talk about who is an IAS officer. An IAS officer is a person appointed by the President of India for the state, and a PCS officer is appointed by the governor for the state services. There is a growing number of applications received by the Union Public Service Commission (UPSC) and the Public Service Commissions for the respective states every year. The aspirants are increasing in number every year ever since the inception of UPSC and state PSCs. Both IAS and PCS posts are considered the most important services of the country. However, there are many major differences among these two services. Now let's understand the basic differences in the recruitment, service and condition and the salary of IAS and PCS officers. So firstly, we will talk about selection process and administration. IAS are recruited by an All India Civil Services examinations conducted by the Union Public Service Commission, whereas PCS are recruited by the State Civil Services examination conducted by the Public Service Commission (SPSC) of each state. Second is exam pattern and syllabus. IAS exam is conducted in 3 phases of prelims, mains and interview. The syllabus covers factual and conceptual topics of India and the world. UPSC Civil Services examinations consist of a compulsory qualifying aptitude test (CSAT) that tests the reasoning and analytical skills of the candidate. It consists of only one qualifying regional language paper. PCS exam is also conducted in 3 phases, but more emphasis is given on the respective state history and current conditions. State Civil Services examination may or may not be consist of CSAT paper. Depends on individual states. Some states may have compulsory regional language paper or the statistics paper. Career growth for IAS. After the initial training is given in Labasna, Uttarakhand, an IAS officer is given a sub-district level post followed by district magistrate post, where you will be given a district to take care of. Principal secretary post in ministries, and finally chief secretary post. An IAS officer normally retires at the age of 60 years and are entitled to get 50% of the last drawn salary with dearness allowance that changes every 6 months. Career growth for PCS. Speaking of the PCS officers, they are normally state level officers who are recruited from respective state boards, namely Public Service Commission, and are allocated on post under its cadres. The exam is held annually. These officers are called state level bureaucrats. After a few years of their services, these state level bureaucrats are promoted to post of Chief Development Officer or a CDO of a state. A CDO has to look after the rural as well as urban development of the state, along with the sectoral development of each state in the development of each district in the state. As for the divisional level, PCS officers get promoted as additional divisional commissioners. Appointment. IAS officers are appointed by the President of India, but they work under the state government whose cadre is allocated to them. PCS officers are appointed by the governor of the state, so they are under the total control of the state government. Termination. Only the union government, specifically President, has the right to terminate the services of an IAS officer. Whereas for a PCS officer, the state government has all the right to transfer, suspension and termination. Perks of IAS versus PCS. Both IAS and PCS are highly rewarding positions in the government job sector. The difference in perk would vary according to the position and allowance. However, on the baseline you get accommodation in the form of home or apartment, electricity and water bills are taken care of by the government. You get access to a complete range of medical expenses.